say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Zach LaVine.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Elite bunk out there with LaVine, and it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
DeRozan with it. Picked up by Brown. Bean passes to Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
The one thing Monk is known for is that vertical.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. The Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that one is good.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Monk against Holiday. Here's White. And it's off from three-point range. DeRozan against Brown. Bean passes to Valanciunas. Back to LaVine. Lets the three fly. That shot misses. Boston is gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday finds Tatum. No good from outside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to Murray. Here's LaVine. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Valanciunas. Out to DeRozan. It's good from long range. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Take a look at the Kings. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And checking in on Sacramento, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them. So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now here's Porzingis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. 6 on the shot clock. White, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Levine. Following the basket by Derek White. Out to DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. DeRozan's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Back to Holiday. Pass to White. Outside Tatum for the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
What a warrior this guy is. DeRozan showing how dangerous he is shooting even while under pressure.
Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And here's Levine. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Levine kicks to Murray. Holiday against Monk. Over Holiday. The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with another miss.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Monk against White. Back to Monk. Launches it. Rebound by Drew Holiday. The Celtics have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum. A wing who can score in so many different ways.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. They got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Second is Zach LaVine.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Well, the array of moves that each of those players has is just about unlimited. Whether it's in tight or outside, they know how to free themselves up and find the best shot possible. It's reflected in their shooting percentages. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Monk against Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Now Brown. White setting the big for Brown. Off target with his 3. The Kings trailing. DeRozan surveying the D. Now here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. And here's Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. To end the cold streak. Sacramento again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's DeRozan. after Jaylen Brown's miss. DeRozan gets the bucket.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Monk finds Levine. Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to DeRozan. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Murray. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That one goes in, and it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's DeRozan. Flash got him. We saw him pour in 22. Porzingis with the steal. It's White on the wing. Pass to Brown. And the layup falls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For the Sacramento Kings. The last game, a loss to the Bucks. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substituting on the court.
Celtics on D. Leading by 5.
Yeah, just a breakdown defensively there allows them to wind up with an easy dunk straight off the inbounds.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Pritchard. Brown against Ellis. Off target at the rim.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. So it's Boston now. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. They get it back. Back to Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Kings trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Carter sets the pick for LaVine. And it's all evened up.
Yeah, and we don't talk about the shooting of LaVine enough. Connecting from 3 at a great clip over his career.
Horford with the screen on Carter. Outside, Horford. To the wing on the left. Celtics passing it around. The kick out to Brown. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And he's good on the first of 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for LaVine, and he sinks the second.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And he makes all three. And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. It's a three-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Hauser. A 24-point outing in their last game against Portland. Horford with the screen on Carter. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Another shot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Boston making a switch here. Craig's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
And here's Carter. Nothing on the board. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
.55 seconds left in the first quarter. Tatum against Ellis. Tatum passes to Hauser. Here's Tatum. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Horford with the screen on Ellis. 2 on the clock. Tatum kicks to Craig. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Carter outside. Shoots. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland.
His passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Carter out there with Ellis. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. That free throw, no good. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Boston leading by 4. Tatum looking around. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Kings shooting not great, 40% for the game. Outside DeRozan. Carter right side. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. The Celtics shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Craig with a screen on Carter. Pass to Craig. Here's Hauser. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Buries it from three-point range. Pritchard's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
DeRozan passes to Carter. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Carter outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. Carter hits them both.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Ellis against Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
As if Tatum wasn't hard enough to guard already. Now he's got that elite handle.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Kings trail by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Carter driving in. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Pritchard. And it's sent back by Carter. And he recovers it. Here's Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Ellis. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Miles with the screen. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Carter's got 16.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And Craig has it in the corner. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Pritchard, defended by Carter. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Carter outside. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard, defended by Carter. Pritchard passes to Tatum, 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 6. Pass to Carter. And here is Wiles. The Kings need to get off a shot here. DeRozan for 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Boston leading by 6. A 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Outside DeRozan to end the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DeRozan's got 12 in the game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Pritchard. 8 points for him. Pass to Tatum. A 3-ball. Carter pulls it in.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Tatum against Ellis. A floater. Tatum's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Carter looking around. Miles hits a screen for Carter. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Boston lead.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. A wide open look here for Craig. And another miss by Boston. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Outside Carter, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Laravia with the rebound. The Kings trail by 5. Carter with it, now guarded by Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Pass to DeRozan. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Sacramento grabs the miss. Ellis finds DeRozan. Carter outside. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up DeRozan over Tatum. Al Horford with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. Tatum a screen. Connects from 3-point range. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Timeout called by the Kings. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And seeing where the Celtics are, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Levine finds Valanciunas to stop the drought. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points.
Not much else the defense can do. Valanciunas just finds ways to score inside.
Inside, here's Brown. Murray with the defensive effort. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Kings. 8-point game. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Monk, beyond the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Monk's got 5 now.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
In 2023, and Brett, you and I remember this, key Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. That's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus, but this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
He had a defender all over.
First person foul. First team.
Celtics have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Derek White taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Valanciunas. White against Ellis. Monk kicks to Levine. Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. Levine can't hit.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Valanciunas.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Holiday sets the pick for White. Outside, Porzingis fires from deep. Monk grabs the board. Pass to Levine. From deep. That shot, no good. It could go. And no good. And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. The Bucks will face off against the Suns out in Phoenix. That one gets going 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Shaq, Ernie, that might be the game of the night.
Yeah, I agree. 2 great rosters, 2 great coaches. Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
We continue to see growth in Tatum's game. He's dedicated to continual improvement. Because of how hard he grinds, he's able to put together games like this one.
A great player still with a lot of upside. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
The Kings trail by 6 on the court right now for the Celtics. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yep, it counts. Tatum's got 25 points in the game.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
And DeRozan kicks to Monk over Holiday. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Monk.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Outside, Porzingis. Brown against DeRozan. Celtics passing it around. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Porzingis against Valanciunas. Poked away. Down low. Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. The Kings trail by 5. Murray outside. Brown against DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here's Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, White. Holiday sets the pick for White. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
About that 7'6" wingspan of Valanciunas. That helps him erase the shot.
Right at the free throw line. Rebound, Boston. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass from Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. DeRozan against Brown. DeRozan dishes to Murray. And he elevates waits for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Boston leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. And so Monk will bring it up for the King. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. He's covered by Brown. Brown against DeRozan. 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Outside DeRozan. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Kings trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The numbers for Jason Tatum. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
DeRozan finds Monk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one is on Holiday.
Monk usually solid here.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
He's off on the second.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Tatum from outside the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Levine against White. Now here's DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. White looking around. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the three. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Pass to Tatum. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Kings. Monk outside. Valanciunas finds Monk. DeRozan against Brown. DeRozan inside. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Again the miss by the Celtics. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Levine. To the paint. Shoots it up. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. To the inside. White, good. White's got 9.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Pass to Valanciunas. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Kings making a change here. Miles checked in. Austin also with the sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. Free throw, good, Holiday.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
To the middle, here's Monk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Tuesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Free throw drops for Monk. And he makes both free throws. Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Tatum on the wing. From the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 37.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
The Kings trail by 12. Pass to Lyles. Here's DeRozan. That one, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Porzingis trying to get free. They get it back. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Monk kicks to Lyles. Back to Monk. Levine against Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Monk. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Monk's got 12 points in the game.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Tatum against Lyles. Here's Pritchard. 11 points in the game. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Pass to Levine. Brown against DeRozan. And here's Valanciunas. Over Porzingis. The wing jumper off target. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 39.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Levine. Lyles a screen on Holiday. Levine inside the three-point line. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Tatum. Plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 41.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Levine. Jacks up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Some changes for Sacramento. Laravia's checked in, and it's Ellison for DeMar DeRozan. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. On the free throw, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings, trailing by 19.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Boston again missing. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 36 seconds left in the third quarter, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
Carter, shooting 1.
One shot.
Celtics on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Holiday looking for an opening. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Levine with it. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Fires for three. Good on the triple. Levine's got his second bucket tonight. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics out in front. They lead by 13. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Ellis. Also Carter out there. Trey Lyles out there with DeRozan. And it's LaRavia in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Don't let him shoot that.
Tatum against Carter. Tatum gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Carter. Here's Lyles. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Lyles got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tatum with a screen on Carter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Kings trail by 12. Carter outside. Pass to LaRavia. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Horford with the screen on DeRozan. Here's Pritchard. DeRozan defending. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And it's Carter missing. Celtics leading by 12. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Horford. Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ellis kicks to Carter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside DeRozan. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Boston has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pritchard, he's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Carter outside. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Sinks the triple. Carter's got 24 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Carter. Pass to Cornette. There's the triple. Craps in the tray.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Carter for three. Rebounded by Hauser.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Pritchard. Left side, Horford. Now Tatum. Here's Pritchard. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Carter. Lets it go with the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got 9 points here in the second half.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Carter comes in with the double team. Here's Cornette. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Kings trail by 13. Pass to Carter. Back to DeRozan. Sacramento moving it around. Here's LaRavia. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The assist,
Celtics leading by 11. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it fly. And another basket for Boston.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Ellis outside. Now Carter. Takes a three. The rebound by the Celtics. Cornette's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. It's stolen by Wiles. Carter outside. Wiles sets a screen for Carter. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to DeRozan.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Pass to DeRozan. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Holiday with it. Now defended by LaVine. He had a nice open look right there.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Pass to Valanciunas. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
DeRozan against Brown. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
Let's do it. Let's go. Bring it in.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. It's an 18-point lead. Brown the pass to Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday dishes to Tatum. Over Murray. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Valanciunas. They need this. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That one on Monk.
Great body control from Holiday. Gets the shot off while getting hit in the process.
Holiday, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Both free throws good from Holiday. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin, and it's a shame because 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players, looking back at the statistics from any given season, deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Brown finds Tatum. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Kings ball.
The Kings trail by 20. Timeout, Sacramento. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
When he's just attacking the rim with force here, they need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And Valanciunas kicks to Murray. Porzingis with the steal. Outside, Levine. Outside, DeRozan. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Sacramento again missing. Here's Boston. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside, Porzingis. on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Well, some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and his shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
Up top, Valanciunas.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Here's DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Taylor's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jay Crowder comes in for Keegan Murray. Ellis, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Fulton for Monk. Good on the second free throw. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Here's Pritchard. Hits the three-point bomb. Pritchard's got 9 points in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Fultz doesn't fear physical contact. I think that's what makes him special. When he's knifing to the rack, he's ready to take on the hit from the defense.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Taylor. Keegan Murray comes in for Jay Crowder, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Ellis. Both good from the line that time. We've got 1:23 left in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Craig with it, outguarded by Murray. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. It's DeRozan with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And DeRozan has mastered the art of the pump fake. He's been doing it for years, and people still buying it.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from DeRozan. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Craig with a screen on Monk. Here's Pritchard. And another miss by Boston. Here's Sacramento, trailing by 19. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present